Hi friends, I'm Jackie of Junkout 63 Studio, and in today's video, I'll be showing you how to make the Eccentric Star Quilt Block. This is block 6 of my 2026 Stars and Stripes Quilt Challenge. In this challenge, we're creating a 20 block quilt-as-you-go Stars and Stripes quilt to celebrate America's 250th birthday. Each 12-inch block video in this series will be released each Sunday until the end of June so that you'll have it for the 4th of July. And we're only using red, white, and blue fabrics. The Eccentric Star Quilt Block features a central square surrounded by half square triangles. When assembled, this block creates a vibrant, shifting, almost kaleidoscope style effect. It gained popularity in the 1930s and 1940s, and the great news is it is very approachable and well suited for beginners. So let's go ahead and make this quilt block together. And remember, no rules, no perfection. Let's get started. For this block, you will need the following. You'll cut one blue square that is 4.5 inches. You'll cut 4 red squares that are 4 7/8. And remember, I said if 7/8 is not for you, go ahead and go to 5 inches and we'll trim those. You'll cut 4 white squares that are 4 7/8 inches. For the quilt-as-you-go base, you'll also need 1 piece of batting cut to 12.5 inches and 1 piece of backing fabric. I'm using natural muslin that is 12.5 inches square. We'll put those to the side. We're going to be sewing the white pieces to the red pieces. But first, we have to cut those diagonally. So take your 4 pieces of red, your 4 pieces of white, and cut those on the diagonal. And take as many at a time as you want. I'm going to do 2 right now. We want to make our triangles. So just go from corner to corner and trim so that you have 8 red triangles. Corner to corner and trim. Now we have 8 red triangles. Do that for the white squares. Just make sure they're lined up the best you can. Corner to corner. And cut. Two more squares. And now we have 8 white triangles. And then what you're going to do is you can go to the sewing machine and chain piece these. We'll take a red and sew it to the white. Quarter-inch seam allowance. I'm going to the sewing machine. I'll meet you back here. I'm back from the sewing machine and I have sewed together my triangles. So easy. You are going to love this block. Just cut them all apart. Now you can trim these one of 2 ways. I do have a 4.5 inch ruler that would square these up perfectly because we need to get to 4.5 inches. So what you would do is you would press to the dark side. Oops. You would press to the dark side first. You would lay this on here on the diagonal and then just trim around to get your 4.5 inches. I am going to use my Clearly Perfect slotted ruler. You've seen me use this before. And I can simply put it on my mat. And I'm just going to place this 4.5 inch dotted line right on here and do any trimming I need. And it doesn't look like I need any trimming because I was brave and I went ahead and did 4 7/8. But if you did 5, you'll have to do some trimming. I'm just going to cut off my dog ears before I go over to press. And again, you want to press to the dark side. I'm going to go ahead and finish these up. I will press everything open and then I'll be right back. And here are our half square triangles. Grab your design board and it's time to put the puzzle together. You'll assemble this block just like a 9 patch, arranging the half square triangles around the blue central square, just like that. Take your time, look at the diagram in the book, and play with it until you get what's in the book. This is where the beautiful movement in the block really comes to life. And then once you're happy with the arrangement, all we're going to do is sew the pieces together. So let's put this together and you'll know when you have it ready. Isn't that cute? Okay, so red, white. You may have to talk it through. There's 2 whites here, so this red is supposed to be here, but this one should be like that. So yeah, talk it through and just make sure you have it the way it's supposed to go. So 2 whites, 2, I'm just talking it through here. 2 whites, 2 whites, 2 whites, and 2 whites. Isn't that cute? All right, just flip over where you're going to sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance and pin where you're going to sew. That's how I do it, and then I readjust at the sewing machine just like that, and I can take my design board with me to the sewing machine. And as I said, 1/4 inch seam allowance on all of these, and while you're at the sewing machine, once you have that one done, flip this one and sew that. This one goes here, and open this, put it back down and make sure. There we go. It's so easy to get these mixed up for me. All right, now we're ready to sew these blocks into rows. I'll meet you back here when I have that done. I am back from the sewing machine. I'm just gonna take these apart before I sew this other side. Then I'll go ahead and sew the other side on. Our last remaining piece for the row. All right, I have my 3 rows. And before I sew these together, I need to press this top row all to one side. Then this row needs to be pressed to the other side. And then this row goes back to the other side. And the reason for that is we want to be able to nest those seams. So just plan out your pressing of the seams on the back. Just figure out where it really wants to go. So this one here and this one here will be the same. So I'll figure that out. I am going to nest those seams and then sew our block together. And I will be back to show you that. Before I head back to the sewing machine, I did want to show you real quick what I meant by nesting the seams. Many of you have been with me from the beginning, but I just want to show this seam. Whoops. This seam is going this way. this seam's going this way, and those seams we want to match up. They'll kind of lock together. And you can feel the seams too if you put your fingers on it. And then I'm just going to pin that. Same thing on this side. Just match those seams, and they're going opposite directions. And pin. And I can go ahead and open this up, and I can go ahead and do this bottom one. I'm being brave here, guys. Okay. And again, when I get to the sewing machine, I do some adjusting. But we just want to get it pinned where we're going to sew and get those seams lined up. And just do the best you can. It's still going to be beautiful. All right, let me run to the sewing machine and I'll be right back. And look what we have. I still need to go and press it from the sewing machine, and I can see that I'm off a little bit, but that is okay. I'm off a little here, but I'm going to go ahead and press it. That'll give me a new view. Here I am back from pressing. I think it looks just fine. I went ahead and assembled for Quilt-as-you-go. I've got my quilt block top, my batting, and my backing, which is muslin. I think for quilting, I'm going to do swirls, just swirls each way like this, and then this way, and then you will want to, after we trim it up, then you'll want to sew 1/8 of an inch all the way around. That'll be fine. And I could change my mind when I get to the sewing machine, but we'll see. So let me go quilt this and I'll come back and show you. It is time to trim up our block. And here is how I quilted it. Just a bunch of swirlies. I have to trim off all these threads. But I like how this turned out. Let's see if we can get a 12 out of this, and we can. So I'm just gonna trim up the sides. I've got my diagonal here. My 6 is in the center here. Let me move that down just a little. Yeah, because I have plenty of room here to trim. All right. And then we'll flip it around as we normally do. And we'll put it on the 12 in the corner. My 6 is right there. I amaze myself. But you can do this. All right. All trimmed up. So pretty. You now have the Eccentric Star Quilt Block. And the back. So pretty. This pattern is very beginner friendly, and it'll give you practice on those half square triangles, and I think it's a great addition to our Stars and Stripes quilt. And don't forget, there's a free PDF booklet that you can download for this challenge. I will leave a link to that in the description box below. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a Bible verse and a final thought to encourage you. The Bible verse is from 1 John 4, verse 7. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God, and whoever loves has been born of God and knows God. Every stitch we make can be an act of love. Love for sewing, love for the people we create for, and love that reflects God's own heart. Even when our blocks aren't perfect, the care and intention behind them matter. Love, like quilting, is built one faithful piece at a time. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you could, please take a moment to hit that thumbs up button. If you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And also hit that notification bell so that you know when I upload a new video. Thank you for watching, sharing, and commenting. It truly makes my day. And until the next video, God bless you.